Now we must go back to Mr. and Mrs. Beaver and Peter, Susan and Lucy. Mrs. Beaver wisely packed a load of food for each of them to take for their journey. They then realized that they wouldn't get to the stone table ahead of the witch, since they were on foot and she was in a sleigh.
We can't get there before her, but we can keep under cover and go by ways she won't expect, and perhaps we'll get through.
The snow had stopped and the moon had come out when they began their journey. Mr. Beaver led them along a very rough sort of path among the trees into a valley.
Let's keep down here as much as possible. You couldn't bring a sleigh down here.
They walked and walked and walked, and the sacks they carried felt heavier and heavier. The moon disappeared and the snow began to fall once more. Just as they were so tired that they each thought they couldn't take another step, Mr. Beaver led them up a steep hill into the very thickest bushes. He vanished into a little hole in the bank, which had been almost hidden under the bushes until you were quite on top of it. They followed him in.
Whatever is this?
It's an old hiding place for beavers in bad times. It's not much of a place, but we must get a few hours' sleep.
It was very small, so that when they lay down, they were all a bundle of clothes together. And what with that and being warmed up by their long walk, they were really rather snug. Everyone went straight to sleep. It seemed only the next minute, but was actually the next morning when they awoke to the sound of jingling bells.
Stay here till I come back.
Is it the witch?
Wait and see.
Do you hear that?
Oh no, he's been seen. The witch has caught him.
Quick.
Oh, promise me.
It's all right. It's all right. Come out, Mrs. Beaver. Come out, sons and daughters of Adam and Eve. It isn't her. This is a nasty knock for the witch. It looks as if her power were already crumbling.
What do you mean, Mr. Beaver?
Well, didn't I tell you that she'd make it always winter and never Christmas? Didn't I tell you? Well, you just come and see.
See what? What is...
It's Father Christmas! Look, it's Father Christmas!
I've come! At last! She has kept me out for a long time, but I have finally got in. Aslan is on the move. The witch's magic is weakening. And now, for your presents.
Presents?
Mrs. Beaver, here is a new and better sewing machine for you. I'll drop it off at your house as I pass.
Thank you. Oh, but the house is locked up.
Locks and bolts make no difference to me. And as for you, Mr. Beaver, when you get home, you will find your dam finished and mended, and all the leaks stopped and a new sluice gate fitted.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Peter, Adam's son.
You have a present for me?
Of course. Here. They are tools, not toys. The time to use them is perhaps near at hand. Bear them well.
It's a sword and a shield.
The shield was the colour of silver, and across it there ramped a red lion, as bright as a ripe strawberry. The hilt of the sword was of gold, and it had a sheath and a sword belt and everything it needed. And it was just the right size and weight for Peter to use.
Susan, Eve's daughter.
Here, sir.
Here is a bow and a quiver full of arrows, and a little ivory horn. You must use the bow only in great need, for I don't mean you to fight in the battle. It does not easily miss. And when you put this horn to your lips and blow it, then wherever you are, I think help of some kind will come to you.
Thank you.
Lucy, Eve's daughter.
Yes, sir.
I give to you this little bottle containing a cordial made of the juice of the fire flowers that grow in the mountains of the sun. If you or any of your friends is hurt, a few drops of this will restore them.
Oh, thank you.
And this small dagger is to defend yourself at great need. For you also are not to be in the battle.
Why, sir, I don't know, but I think I could be brave enough.
That is not the point. Battles are ugly when women fight.
Then he brought out a large tray containing 5 cups and saucers, a bowl of lump sugar, a jug of cream, and a great big teapot, all sizzling and piping hot.
Here is something for the moment, for you all. Merry Christmas! Long live the true king!
Long
Christmas!
live
Long live
the
the true
king.
king! Merry Christmas!
Long
Thank you!
live the king!
Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Merry Christmas.
Do you see my sword, Mr. Beaver?
Yeah.
Isn't it magnificent?
Now then, don't stand there talking till all the tea's got cold. It's just like men. Come and help carry the tray down. We'll have breakfast. What a mercy. I thought to bring the bread knife.
Oh, we must be quick. It's time to be moving on now.
Let's have a cup of tea first.
Meanwhile, the dwarf had whipped up the reindeer, and the witch and Edmund drove out under the archway and on and away into the darkness and the cold. This was a terrible journey for Edmund, who had no coat at all because he'd left it at the beavers. Before they'd been going a quarter of an hour, all the front of him was covered with snow. No sooner did he brush it off than a new lot gathered. He was so tired and wet to the skin, and oh, how miserable he was. It didn't look now as if the witch intended to make him a king. All the things he'd said to make himself believe that she was good and kind sounded silly to him now. The only way to comfort himself was to try to believe that the whole thing was a dream, and that he might wake up at any moment. Eventually the snow had stopped, and the morning had come, and they were racing along in the daylight. And still they went on and on with no sound but the everlasting swish of the snow and the creaking of the reindeer's harness. And then, at last...
What have we here? Stop!
Yes, Majesty.
A little way off at the foot of a tree sat a merry party. A squirrel and his wife with their children, 2 satyrs, and a dwarf and an old fox, all on stools round a table. Edmund couldn't see what they were eating, but it smelled lovely, and there seemed to be decorations of holly. The fox, who was obviously the oldest person present, had just risen to its feet, holding a glass in its right paw, as if it was going to say something. But when the whole party saw the sleigh stopping, and who was in it, the gaiety went out of their faces.
Yes, yes. Now let's oh.
What is the meaning of this? Speak, vermin! Or do you want my dwarf to find you a tongue with his whip? What is the meaning of all this gluttony, this waste, this self-indulgence? Where did you get all these things? Speak, old fox!
Please, Your Majesty, we were given them. And if I might make so bold as to drink to Your Majesty's very good health...
Who gave them to you?
Father Christmas.
What? He has not been here. He cannot have been here. How dare you? But no. Say you have been lying, and you shall even now be forgiven.
He has been here? He has? He has?
Oh, you will pay for this. Dwarf, give me my wand.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, don't, please, no! They were only having a party. Did you have to turn them into statues? They weren't doing anything wrong.
Silence, fool!
Ow!
Let that teach you to ask favour for spies and traitors. Drive on!
Come on, get up here.
What's the matter? The sleigh seems to be moving less quickly.
It's the snow, Your Majesty. It's wetter. It's melting.
Melting? It can't be. Your reindeer are getting lazy. Drive them, I say. Drive them!
However the dwarf whipped the poor reindeer, the sleigh went slower and slower. Finally, the sleigh stuck so fast that it wouldn't go on at all. When that happened, there was a moment's silence. And in that silence, Edmund heard a strange, sweet, rustling, chattering noise. It was the noise of running water. All round them, though out of sight, there were streams, roaring. Edmund's heart gave a great leap when he realized that the frost was over. And much nearer there was a drip, drip, drip from the branches of all the trees.
Don't sit staring, fool. Get out and help the dwarf.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Push down in there, come on. Push. It's no good, Your Majesty. We can't slay in this thaw.
Then we must walk.
We'll never overtake them walking, not with the start they've got.
Are you my counsellor or my slave? Do as you're told. Tie the hands of the human creature behind it and take hold of the end of the rope. And take your whip.
Right.
The dwarf obeyed, and in a few moments Edmund found himself being forced to walk as fast as he could with his hands tied behind him. He kept on slipping in the slush and mud and wet grass.
Faster. Walk faster.
Every moment the patches of green grew bigger and the patches of snow grew smaller. Every moment more and more of the trees shook off their robes of snow. Soon there were wonderful things happening. Coming round a corner into a glade, Edmund saw the ground covered in all directions with little yellow flowers. Only 5 minutes later, he noticed a dozen crocuses growing round the foot of an old tree, gold and purple and white. They crossed a running stream. Close beside the path, a bird suddenly chirped from the branch of a tree, and then, as if that had been a signal, there was chattering and chirruping in every direction.
Faster. Faster.
The sky became bluer and bluer. In the wide glades there were primroses. A light breeze sprang up, carrying cool, delicious scents. The trees began to come fully alive and put forth their leaves. A bee buzzed across their path.
This is no thaw. This is spring. What are we to do? Your winter's been destroyed, I tell you. This is Aslan's doing.
If either of you mentions that name again, he shall instantly be killed.
There. I hope so. Oh, I have a blister on my heel.
It's not long now, Daughters of Eve. Not long now.
I say, look at those bluebells.
It's spring again. It is. It's spring.
Yes. Something's gone wrong, badly wrong, with the witches' schemes.
It is an awfully steep hill. I do hope this stone table is somewhere nearby.
At the top, you'll see.
And suddenly they were at the top. A green open space from which you could look down on the forest spreading as far as one could see in every direction, except right ahead. There, far to the east, was something twinkling and moving.
By gum! It's the sea!
And this must be the stone table.
It is.
Oh, I thought it would be a proper table. It looks as if someone's dropped this big slab of stone on those 4 other stones.
Oh, not dropped, dearie. Placed.
It looks so very old.
What are these strange lines and figures cut all over it? A foreign language?
Look over here.
On one side of this large open place was a pavilion. And a wonderful pavilion it was, and especially now when the light of the setting sun fell upon it, with sides of what looked like yellow silk, and cords of crimson, and tent pegs of gold, and high above it, on a pole, flew a banner which bore a red rampant lion fluttering in the breeze.
Wait. Listen.
They all turned to see what they had come to see. Aslan stood in the centre of a crowd of creatures who had grouped themselves round him in the shape of a half-moon. There were tree women called dryads, and whale women who are called naiads, who had stringed instruments. It was they who had made the music. There were 4 great centaurs. The horse part of them was like huge English farm horses, and the man part was like stern but beautiful giants. There was also a unicorn, and a bull with the head of a man, and a pelican and an eagle, and a great dog. And next to Aslan stood 2 leopards, one of whom carried his crown, and the other his standard.
Go on, son of Adam.
No. You first.
No, sons of Adam before animals.
Susan, what about you? Ladies first.
No, you're the eldest.
Pull yourselves together. He's waiting.
Right. We have come, Aslan.
Welcome, Peter, son of Adam. Welcome, Susan and Lucy, daughters of Eve. Welcome, he-beaver and she-beaver. Where is the 4th?
He has tried to betray him and join the White Witch, O Aslan.
This was partly my fault, Aslan. I was angry with him, and I think that helped him to go wrong.
Please, Aslan, can anything be done to save Edmund?
All shall be done, but it may be harder than you think. Meanwhile, let the feast be prepared. Ladies, take these daughters of Eve to the pavilion and minister to them.
Yes.
Come, son of Adam, and I will show you a far-off sight of the castle where you are to be king.
A king? Me?
Look there, to the east. That, O man, is Care Paravel of the 4 thrones, in one of which you must sit as king. I show it to you because you are the firstborn, and you will be High King over all the rest.
What's that?
It is your sister's horn.
But that must mean she needs help.
So it does. Your help. Time to win your spurs, son of Adam.
Right.
Peter set off running as hard as he could to the pavilion, and there he saw a dreadful sight. The naiads and dryads were scattering in every direction. Lucy was running towards him as fast as her short legs would carry her, and her face was as white as paper. Then he saw Susan make a dash for a tree and swing herself up, followed by a huge grey beast. It was a wolf standing on its hind legs, with its front paws against the tree trunk, snapping and snarling. All the hair on its back stood up on end. Susan had not been able to get higher than the second branch. One of her legs hung down so that her foot was only an inch or two above the snapping teeth.
Hold on, Susan! Get back! Get back! Get away from her!
Great Scott!
Oh, Peter! Peter!
There.
Quick! Centaurs! Eagles! I see another wolf in the thickets. There, behind you. He has just darted away. After him, all of you. He will be going to his mistress. Now is your chance to find the witch and rescue the fourth son of Adam! You have forgotten to clean your sword.
Oh. Yes, Aslan. There.
Hand it to me. Thank you. Now kneel, son of Adam.
Yes, sir.
Rise up, Sir Peter Wolfsbane. And whatever happens, never forget to wipe your sword.
We will rest here for a moment.
Thank goodness. I never thought anyone could walk as far as we've walked.
Stop complaining.
It's no use, though, Queen. They must have reached the stone table by now.
Perhaps the wolf will smell us out and bring us news.
Well, it cannot be good news if he does.
4 thrones in Cair Paravel. How? If only 3 were filled, that would not fulfill the prophecy.
Well, what difference would it make now that he is here?
He may not stay long, and then we would fall upon the 3 at Cair.
It might be better to keep this one for bargaining with.
Yes, and have him rescued.
Then we'd better do what we have to do at once.
I would like to have it done on the stone table itself. That is the proper place. That is where it has always been done before.
It'll be a long time now before the stone table can again be put to its proper use.
True. Well, I will begin.
I hear someone coming.
I have seen them. They're all at the stone table with him. They have killed Morgrim, my captain. I was hidden in the thickets and saw it all. One of the sons of Adam killed him. Fly! Fly!
No! There will be no flying. Go, quickly. Summon all our people to meet me here as speedily as they can. Call out the giants and the werewolves and the spirits of those trees who are on our side. Call the ghouls and the boggles and the ogres and the minotaurs. Call the cruels, the hags, the spectres and the people of the toadstools. We will fight!
Fight!
Have I not still my wand? Will not their ranks turn into stone even as they come on? Be off quickly. I have a little thing to finish here while you are away.
Yes, your majesty.
Now, we have no table. Let me see. We had better put it against the trunk of the tree.
Get up here. I said get up! Against that tree.
What? Why?
Be quiet.
Prepare the victim while I sharpen my knife.
What are you doing?
Shut up. Keep your head up. You have such a thin throat. This won't take long at all.
Please.
Untie him.
Give him some wine.
Here you are. Now drink this. Go up steady now. You'll be all right in a minute.
What's happening?
Who's got the witch?
I thought you had her.
It's dark. I didn't see her after I knocked the knife out of her hand.
Oh, he's after the dwarf. I don't know where he's gone to.
You mean to say they've escaped? How can that be?
Well, she is a witch, isn't she?
I don't think I feel very well.
Wakey, wakey. Son of Adam, daughters of Eve. Time to wake up. I've brought you some tea.
Thank you. And good morning. Susan?
Yes, I'm awake.
Lucy? Lucy, come on.
Here I am.
You'll be pleased to know that your brother was rescued last night.
What?
Edmund?
They brought him into camp very late.
He's here now?
Oh, we must see him.
He's with Aslan even at this moment.
Let's go. Come on, quick.
What about your tea?
Edmund!
Wait, Peter. He's still talking to Aslan.
No, he's beckoning to us.
Draw near. Here is your brother. There is no need to talk to him about what is past.
I'm sorry, Peter. Will you shake hands and forgive me?
Of course I will, Ed.
Lucy? Susan? Will you forgive me? I'm dreadfully sorry.
It's all right.
Yes, Edmund, it's all right.
Sire, there is a messenger from the enemy who craves an audience.
Let him approach.
It's the Red Dwarf, the one who...
What is your message, son of Earth?
The Queen of Narnia and Empress of the Lone Islands desires a safe conduct to come and speak with you on a matter which is as much to your advantage as to hers.
Queen of Narnia, indeed. Of all the cheek.
Peace, Beaver. All names will soon be restored to their proper owners. In the meantime, we will not dispute them. Tell your mistress, son of Earth, that I grant her safe conduct on condition that she leaves her wand behind her at the Great Oak.
Consider it done.
My leopards will accompany you to see that the conditions are properly carried out.
If you insist.
Sire.
But supposing she turns the two leopards into stone?
It'll be all right. You wouldn't send them if it weren't.
Is it my imagination? Or is it suddenly getting cold again?
It's the witch.
You have a traitor here, Aslan. You know that, of course.
His offense was not against you.
Have you forgotten the deep magic?
Let us say I have forgotten it. Tell us of this deep magic.
Tell you? Tell you what is written on that very table of stone which stands beside us? Tell you what is written in letters deep as a spear is long on the firestones on the secret hill? Tell you what is engraved on the scepter of the Emperor beyond the sea? You, at least, know the magic which the Emperor put into Narnia at the very beginning. You know that every traitor belongs to me as my lawful prey, and that for every treachery, I have a right to a kill.
Oh, so that's how you came to imagine yourself a queen, eh? Because you were the Emperor's hangman, I see.
Peace, Beaver.
Yes, certainly.
And so, that human creature is mine. His life is forfeit to me. His blood is my property.
Come and take it, then.
Fool! Do you really think your master can rob me of my rights by mere force? He knows the deep magic better than that. He knows that unless I have blood, as the law says, all Narnia will be overturned and perish in fire and water.
It is very true. I do not deny it.
Oh, Aslan, can't we... I mean, you won't, will you? Can't we do something about the deep magic? Isn't there something you can work against it?
Work against the Emperor's magic? No. Fall back, all of you. I will talk to the witch alone.
Oh, Edmund!
It was a terrible time, this, waiting and wondering while the lion and the witch talked earnestly together in low voices. The beavers stood holding each other's paws with their heads bowed. The centaurs stamped uneasily with their hoofs. But everyone became perfectly still in the end.
You can all come back. I have settled the matter. She has renounced the claim on your brother's blood.
But how do I know this promise will be kept?
We must move from this place at once. It will be wanted for other purposes. We shall encamp tonight at the fords of Boruna. Go, prepare. Peter Wolfsbane, we must talk.
Yes, Aslan.
As soon as she has finished her business in these parts, the witch and her crew will almost certainly fall back to her house and prepare for a siege. You may or may not be able to cut her off and prevent her from reaching it. I have 2 plans of battle, one for fighting the witch and her people in the wood, and another for assaulting her castle. You must pay close attention to carry them out.
But you will be there yourself, Aslan.
I can give no promise of that.
Susan, there's something wrong.
What do you mean?
Aslan seems quite sad, don't you think?
Yes. Yes, he does.
Halt! We will set up camp here.
Aslan, wouldn't it be better to camp on the far side, for fear the witch should try a night attack or anything?
What's that?
I was only asking if it would be better to camp on the far side of the fords, in case the witch tries to attack.
No. No, she will not make an attack tonight. All the same, it was well thought of. That is how a soldier ought to think. But it doesn't really matter. Proceed to pitch the camp.
Yes, sir.
Aslan's mood affected everyone that evening. Supper was a quiet meal. Everyone felt how different it had been last night, or even that morning. It was as if the good times, having just begun, were already drawing to their end. This feeling affected Susan so much, she couldn't get to sleep when she went to bed. And after she'd lain counting sheep and turning over and over, she heard Lucy give a long sigh.
Lucy, can't you get to sleep either?
No, I thought you were asleep. I say, Susan.
What?
I have a most horrible feeling, as if something were hanging over us.
Have you? Because as a matter of fact, so have I.
Something about Aslan. Either some dreadful thing is going to happen to him, or something dreadful that he's going to do.
There's been something wrong with him all afternoon. Lucy, what was that he said about not being with us at the battle? You don't think he could be stealing away and leaving us tonight, do you?
Where is he now? Is he here in the pavilion?
I don't think so.
Let's go outside and have a look around. We might see him.
All right, let's. We might as well be doing that as lying here awake. Lucy, look.
What?
There. Aslan is walking into the wood.
Where do you think he's going?
I don't know. Let's follow him.
On and on he led them into dark shadows and out into pale moonlight, getting their feet wet with heavy dew.
He looks somehow different from before.
Yes. His head and his tail are hung so low.
He must be very, very tired.
Wait. He stopped.
I think we've been found out.
Oh, children. Why are you following me?
We couldn't sleep, Aslan.
Please, may we come with you? Wherever you're going.
Well, I should be glad of company tonight. Yes, you may come, if you will promise to stop when I tell you. And after that, leave me to go on alone.
Oh, thank you.
We will. We promise. Aslan? What's wrong? Can't you tell us?
Are you ill?
No. I am sad and lonely. Lay your hands on my mane so that I can feel you are there, and let us walk like that.
Like this?
Yes.
We would do anything to help you.
It is enough.
And so the girls did what they would never have dared to do without his permission, but what they'd longed to do ever since they first saw him: buried their cold hands in the beautiful sea of fur and stroked it, and so doing, walked with him.
Aslan, are you certain you want to go this way? This is the hill on which the stone table stands.
Here you must stop. And whatever happens, do not let yourselves be seen.
No! Aslan, please don't go. The witch and her horrible creatures are waiting for you. I'm afraid.
Stay with us, Aslan. Don't leave us.
Farewell!
Oh, Susan, what are we to do? Should we run and fetch Peter?
No. Aslan didn't give us permission to do that. We will wait here.
Look at them, Susan. Ogres and monsters. Oh, I can't bear to watch.
Here comes Aslan, Your Majesty. The lion has come.
The fool has come. Bind him fast. Why are you standing about? Bind him, I say! You won't harm us, will you, lion?
Of course he won't. He promised, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Knock him over on his back. Knock him over.
Oh! Those cords are a bit tight.
We've cut into the poor thing.
He's not complaining, though, is he?
Drag him to the stone table.
Stop! Let him first be shaved.
Oh, I'll shave him all right.
Why, he's only a great big cat, after all.
Is that what we're afraid of?
Poor pussy cat. Poor pussy.
How many mice have you caught today, cat?
Would you like a saucer of milk?
Oh, how can they? The brutes. The brutes.
Muzzle him.
He doesn't move. What are you looking at, lion? Are you looking at me? You're not so strong now, are you?
You don't mind a few kicks, do you?
No, he doesn't mind at all.
Look at him now. Fancies himself a king, does he?
Not much of a king, if you ask me.
A pretender to the throne. We know how to deal with your kind.
Bring him to the stone table.
Tie him up! Tighter!
The cowards. Are they still afraid of him, even now?
And now, hand me my knife.
Your Majesty,
Sharpened.
I saw to it myself.
Good. Good. And now, Aslan. Who has won? Fool. Did you think that by all this you could save the human traitor? Now I will kill you instead of him, as our pact was, and so the deep magic will be appeased. But when you are dead, what will prevent me from killing him as well? And who will take him out of my hand then? Understand that you have given me Narnia forever. You have lost your own life, and you have not saved his. In that knowledge, despair and die. What remains of this war. It will not take us long to crush the human vermin and the traitors now that the great fool, the great cat, lies dead.
What have they done?
I can't bear it. He can't be dead. He just can't be.
We must take off that horrible muzzle.
Yes. Help me.
Oh, his dear sweet face. Look what they've done to him.
Aslan. Oh, Aslan.
Wipe the blood away.
Oh, Aslan. Here. Let's untie him.
I can't. I can't loosen the cords. They're too tight.
They're too tight. Lucy?
Hmm?
The sun's coming up.
I know.
I'm terribly cold.
So am I.
What's that?
Mice. Dozens of them.
Oh, how beastly. They're crawling all over Aslan. Go away. Go away, you horrid little beasts.
Wait, Susan. Can you see what they're doing?
I do believe. How strange. They're nibbling away at the cords.
That's what I thought. I think they're friendly mice. Poor little things. They don't realise he's dead. They think it'll do some good untying him.
Oh, let's clear the cords away.
There. He somehow looks more like himself now. Without the cords, I mean.
Yes. But I'm still so cold. Let's walk about a bit.
All right. We'll walk down the hill and come back.
Good idea.
They walked to the eastern edge of the hill and looked down. The country looked dark grey, but beyond, at the very end of the world, the sea showed pale. The sky began to turn red. They walked to and fro between the dead Aslan and the eastern ridge, trying to keep warm. Oh, how tired their legs felt. Then at last, as they stood for a moment looking out towards the sea and Cair Paravel, the red sky turned to gold. Very slowly on the horizon came the edge of the sun. At that moment they heard from behind them a loud noise.
Oh! What was that?
I'm afraid to turn around. Something awful is happening.
They're doing something worse to him. Come on!
Oh, quick! Oh no! Look what they've done now! The table has been broken in two.
And where's Aslan? Oh, they might have left the body alone.
Who's done it? What does it mean? Is it more magic?
Yes. It is more magic.
Aslan? Oh, Aslan!
Aren't you dead then, dear Aslan?
Not now.
You're not a ghost.
Come close to me. Feel my mane. Feel the warmth of my breath.
You're real. You're real.
Oh, Aslan. But what does it all mean?
It means that though the witch knew the deep magic, there is a magic deeper still which she did not know. Her knowledge goes back only to the dawn of time. But if she could have looked a little further back into the stillness and the darkness before time dawned, she would have read there a different incantation. She would have known that when a willing victim who had committed no treachery was killed in a traitor's stead, the table would crack and death itself would start working backwards. And now...
Oh, yes. Now?
I can feel my strength coming back to me. Oh, children! Catch me if you can! And now, to business. I feel... yes, I feel... I am going to roar. You had better put your fingers in your ears.
All right. Ready when you are.
Now, children, we have a long journey to go. You must ride on me.
Can we? May we?
Whoa! Climb on!
But where are we going?
To the witch's home. Now, children, hold tight!
That ride was perhaps the most wonderful thing that happened to Susan and Lucy in Narnia. Aslan rushed on and on, never missing his footing, never hesitating, threading his way with perfect skill between tree trunks, jumping over bush and briar and the small streams, wading the larger, swimming the largest of all. The witch's fortress, which looked like a toy castle from where they stood, rose, frowning in front of them, as Aslan, not at all slacking his pace, rushed straight as a bullet towards it. No face looked over the battlements, and the gates were fast shut. Next moment, the whole world seemed to turn upside down, and the children felt as if they'd left their insides behind them, for the lion gathered himself together for a greater leap than any he had yet made, and jumped, or you may call it flying rather than jumping, right over the castle wall. The two girls, breathless but unhurt, found themselves tumbling off his back in the middle of a wide stone courtyard full of statues.
What an extraordinary place. All those stone animals. And people too. It's like a museum.
Hush. Aslan's doing something.
What's he doing?
He's breathing on the statues. See? He started with that stone lion.
But why? Oh, Susan, look!
Now, I expect you've seen someone put a lighted match to a bit of newspaper to light a fire, and for a second nothing seems to have happened. And then you notice a tiny streak of flame creeping along the edge of the newspaper. It was like that now. For a second, after Aslan had breathed upon him, the stone lion looked just the same. Then a tiny streak of gold began to run along his white marble back. Then it spread. Then the colour seemed to lick all over him, as the flame licks all over a bit of paper. Then, while his hindquarters were still obviously stone, the lion shook his mane, and all the heavy stone folds rippled into living hair. Then he opened a great red mouth, warm and living, and gave a prodigious yawn. And now his hind legs came to life. He lifted one of them and scratched himself. And then, having caught sight of Aslan, he went bounding after him. Of course, the children's eyes turned to follow the lion, But the sight they saw was so wonderful that they soon forgot about him. Everywhere, the statues were coming to life. Creatures were running after Aslan and dancing round him till he was almost hidden in the crowd.
Oh, I wonder. I mean, is it safe?
Safe?
The giant Aslan has just breathed on.
Bless me. I must have been asleep. Now, where's that dratted little witch that was running around on the ground?
Now for the inside of the house. Look alive, everyone. Upstairs and downstairs and in my lady's chamber. Leave no corner unsearched. You never know where some poor prisoner may be concealed.
And into the interior they all rushed, and for several minutes the whole of that dark, horrible, fusty old castle echoed with the opening of windows and with everyone's voices crying out with what they'd found. But the best of all was when Lucy came rushing upstairs.
Aslan! Aslan! I found Mr. Tumnus! Oh, do come quick!
Oh, Lucy!
Mr. Tumnus!
Oh, did Mr. Beaver give you back your handkerchief?
As a matter of fact, he did.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you again.
A moment later, Lucy and the little fawn were holding each other by both hands and dancing round and round for joy. At last, the ransacking of the witch's fortress was ended. The whole castle stood empty, with every door and window open, and the light and the sweet spring air flooding into all the dark and evil places which needed them so badly. The whole crowd of liberated statues surged back into the courtyard, and the giant, who was named Giant Rumblebuffin, knocked down the gates so they could leave. At this point, Aslan clapped his paws together and called for silence.
Silence! Our day's work is not yet over. And if the witch is to be finally defeated before bedtime, we must find the battle at once.
And join in, I hope, sir.
Of course, Centaur. And now, those who can't keep up, that is, children, dwarves, and small animals, must ride on the backs of those who can. That is, lions, centaurs, unicorns, horses, giants, and eagles. Those who are good with their noses must come in front with us lions to smell out where the battle is. Look lively and sort yourselves!
When all were ready, they set out through the gap in the castle wall. At first, the lions and dogs went nosing about in all directions. But then suddenly one great hound picked up the scent and gave bay. There was no time lost after that. Soon all the dogs and lions and wolves and other hunting animals were going at full speed, with their noses to the ground, and all the others were following as fast as they could. Faster and faster they went as the scent became easier to follow. And then, just as they came to the last curve in a narrow winding valley, Lucy heard, above all these noises, another noise. A different one, which gave her a sick feeling inside. It was a noise of shouts and shrieks, and of the clashing of metal against metal. Then they came out of the narrow valley, and at once she saw the reason. There stood Peter and Edmund and all the rest of Aslan's army, fighting desperately against the crowd of horrible creatures whom she had seen last night. Only now in the daylight they looked even stranger and more evil and more deranged. There also seemed to be far more of them.
It's awful, Susan! The witch has been using her wand too. Look at the statues all over the battlefield.
Do you see Peter and Edmund?
There's Edmund, fighting that dwarf. He's bleeding. He's been wounded.
What about Peter?
There! He's fighting the witch!
Off my back, children! The witch is mine!
Aslan! It can't be!
It was Edmund's doing, Aslan. We'd have been beaten if it hadn't been for him. The witch was turning our troops into stone right and left, but nothing would stop him. He fought his way through 3 ogres to where she was turning one of your leopards into a statue. And when he reached her, he had the sense to bring his sword smashing down on her wand, instead of trying to go for her directly. That was the mistake the rest of us were making, going for her directly and simply getting made into a statue for our pains. But once her wand was broken, we began to have some chance. He was terribly wounded. He's in here.
I'm sorry, but he's to have no visitors now. Oh, it's you.
How is he?
Very bad. I'm afraid there isn't much hope, sire.
Quick, Lucy. The cordial.
The cordial? Oh, my present from Father Christmas. Here it is.
Place a few drops in your brother's mouth.
Yes, sir. Is that enough?
There are other people wounded.
Yes, I know. But have I given him enough?
Daughter of Eve, others also are at the point of death. Must more people die for Edmund?
I'm sorry, Aslan.
Come with me.
For the next hour, they were busy. Lucy attending to the wounded, while Aslan restored those who'd been turned into stone. When at last she was free to come back to Edmund, she found him standing on his feet, and not only healed of his wounds, but looking better than she'd seen him look for ages. He had become his real old self again, and could look you in the face. And there, on the field of battle, Aslan made him a knight.
Arise, Sir Edmund.
Does he know what Aslan did for him?
No, of course not.
Oughtn't he be told?
Oh, surely not. It would be too awful for him. Think how you'd feel if you were he.
All the same, I think he ought to know.
Will the two of you be quiet? It's not every day your brother is knighted, you know.
A few days later, in the great hall of Cair Paravel, that wonderful hall with the carved roof and the west wall hung with peacock's feathers, and the eastern door which looks towards the sea, in the presence of all their friends, and to the sound of trumpets, Aslan solemnly crowned them and led them to the 4 thrones.
Once a king or queen in Narnia, always a king or queen. Bear it well, sons of Adam. Bear it well, daughters of Eve.
So the children sat on their thrones, and scepters were put into their hands, and they gave rewards and honors to all their friends, to Tumnus the fawn, to the beavers and giant Rumblebuffin, to the leopards and the good centaurs and the good dwarfs, and to the lion. And that night there was a great feast in Cair Paravel, and revelry and dancing, and gold flashed and wine flowed.
I say, where's Aslan? Has anyone seen him?
Not for ages.
Do you think he's gone?
It looks as if he has.
Well, he comes and he goes. One day you'll see him, another you won't. He doesn't like being tied down. Of course, he has other countries to attend to. It's quite all right. He'll often drop by. Only you mustn't press him. He's wild, you know. Not like a tame lion.
And now, as you see, this story is nearly at an end. These two kings and queens governed Narnia well, and long and happy was their reign. They sought out and destroyed the remnants of the White Witch's army. They made good laws and kept the peace. They drove back the fierce giants, quite a different sort from giant Rumblebuffin, when they ventured across the northern frontier. They entered into friendship and alliance with countries beyond the sea, and they themselves grew and changed as the years passed over them. Peter became a tall and deep-chested man and a great warrior, and he was called King Peter the Magnificent. Susan grew into a tall and gracious woman with black hair that fell almost to her feet, and ambassadors of kings from beyond the sea came to ask for her hand in marriage. She was called Susan the Gentle. Edmund was a graver and quieter man than Peter, and great in counsel and judgment. He was called King Edmund the Just. And Lucy was always happy and golden-haired, and all princes in those parts desired her to be their queen, and her own people called her Queen Lucy the Valiant. So they lived in great joy, and if ever they remembered their life in this world, it was only as one remembers a dream.
Whoa! Is this where the beast has gone?
Aye. Fair consorts, let us now alight from our horses and follow this white stag into the thicket. For in all my days I never hunted a nobler quarry.
Noble or a rascal, thou wouldst like to have the 3 wishes when thou hast caught him, I've no doubt.
It is so.
Fair friends, here is a great marvel, for I seem to see a tree of iron.
Madam, if you look well upon it, you shall see it is a pillar of iron with a lantern set on the top thereof.
By the lion's mane, a strange device. To set a lantern here where the trees cluster so thick about it, and so high above it, that if it were lit, it should give light to no man.
Sir, by likelihood, when this post and this lamp was set here, there were smaller trees in the place, or fewer, or none. For this is a young wood, and the iron post is old.
I know not how it is, but this lamp on the post worketh upon me strangely. It runs in my mind that I have seen the like before, as it were in a dream, or in the dream of a dream.
Yes, sir, it is even so with us also.
And more, for it will not go out of my mind that if we pass this post and lantern, either we shall find strange adventures, or else some great change of our fortunes.
Madam, the like foreboding stirreth in my heart also.
And in mine, fair brother.
And in mine too. Wherefore, by my counsel, we shall lightly return to our horses and follow this white stag no further.
Madam, therein I pray thee to have me excused. For never since we 4 were kings and queens in Narnia have we set our hands to any high matter, as battles, quests, feats of arms, acts of justice and the like, and then given over, but always what we have taken in hand, the same we have achieved.
Sister, my royal brother speaks rightly. And it seems to me we should be shamed if for any fearing or foreboding we turned back from following so noble a beast as now we have in chase.
And so say I. And I have such desire to find the signification of this thing, that I would not by my goodwill turn back for the richest jewel in all Narnia and all the islands.
Then in the name of Aslan, if ye will all have it so, let us go on and take the adventure that shall fall to us.
Allow me to lead on.
A lamppost! The pillar of iron with the lantern on top was called a lamppost. I recall it now.
Yes, so do I now that you mention it.
These branches feel a lot like coats, if you ask me.
They are coats, Peter.
Don't push,
Lucy. I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time seeing.
There's a door up ahead.
Is it? It must be. It's the wardrobe door. We're back. We're back.
told, and please be quiet. I'm giving a tour of the house. The Professor will hear about it if you don't behave.
Yes, Mrs. Macready.
And that would have been the very end of the story if it hadn't been that they felt they really must explain to the Professor why 4 of the coats out of his wardrobe were missing. And the Professor, who was a very remarkable man, didn't tell them not to be silly or not to tell lies, but believed the whole story.
No, I don't think it will be any good trying to go back through the wardrobe door to get the coats. You won't get into Narnia again by that route. Indeed, don't try to get there at all. It'll happen when you're not looking for it. Keep your eyes open.
And that is the very end of the adventure in the wardrobe. But it was only the beginning of the adventures in Narnia.
It all began with a picture of a fawn carrying an umbrella and parcels in a snowy wood, Jack Lewis said about The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. It was a picture he'd had in his mind from the age of 16. Then, when he was 40, he decided to make a story out of it. He confessed that at first he wasn't sure where the story would go, but then suddenly Aslan came bounding in. Jack was never sure why. He said that at the time he'd been dreaming about lions a lot for some reason. Whatever the reason, and wherever the inspiration came from, the world was happily treated to the 7 Chronicles of Narnia as a result. I hope you've enjoyed this dramatic retelling, and I invite you to join us again for more stories from this wonderful series. I'm Doug Gresham. The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis was dramatized and directed by Paul McCusker. Sound design was by Mark Drury. Our producer was Dave Arnold. Music was composed and orchestrated by John Campbell. Our cast included Paul Schofield as the storyteller, David Suchet as Aslan, Elizabeth Council as the White Witch, Freddie Finlay as Peter, Catherine Suchet as Susan, Matthew White as Edmund, and Elizabeth Eaton as Lucy. Our cast also included the multi-voice talents of Timothy Bateson, Robert Benfield, Nick Burnell, Sally Ann Burnett, Katie Glassborough, Peter Goodright, Dilys Hamlet, Polly March, Peter Morton, Audrey Palmer, Philip Sherlock, David Simeon, Frank Topping, and John Woodnut. Focus on the Family Radio Theatre is a production of Focus on the Family. Thank you for listening.